I have been waiting to do this video for 6 months because we have got our hands on the brand new Husqvarna 564XP Fuel Injection, as well as some brand new PP, including their forestry technical MIPS helmet. What's that all about? Good morning, hello. Welcome. Right, so we are all geared up. Let's go and get cutting. So in a previous video, Josh went through this saw, shall we say, under the skin of her to see what it's all about underneath, because obviously this is fuel injection. It's Husqvarna's first fuel injection chainsaw that they have released, and later on I am going to address some questions that we have had in our comment section to make sure that you're happy and, shall we say, informed about all the information that Husqvarna have provided us. So I think we better start her up. So one immediate difference about this saw compared to other Husqvarnas on the market is the starting procedure. For one, it doesn't have a choke. Now, whether it's hot or cold, all you've got to do is press the priming bulb through and pull the pull rope. And then the button on the back is just a stop. You haven't got to move that to start or into a start position. Now, the ECU that's inside the chainsaw will tell the saw how much fuel it needs every time, whether it's hot or cold. So it makes the starting procedure much, much easier. Now, in the previous video, Josh would have shown you that ECU and shown you how all of that works. So make sure you watch that at the end of this video. Right, she's all primed up. Let's pull the rope. First pull, ready to go. Right, let's let her warm up. Oh, she is ripping. She is ripping. That's all the small stuff out of the way. Now, to tackle the bigger stuff. She is absolutely screaming. I love it. Right, let's do some more. You out of fuel or not? Might nearly be out of fuel. Oh, I think we're out of fuel. So everything we've done so far, 1 tank of fuel. Now, a lot of people's concerns over a fuel injected chainsaw is that it's going to be thirstier than a carbureted version. Now, Husqvarna actually state that it's similar fuel consumption to a similar CC auto tune saw. So take a 562 with auto tune 3.0, that is going to be a similar fuel consumption to that. But what do you think from what you've seen we do here? Be interesting. So now historically, if you're used to early auto tunes, after you fill them up with fuel, they seem to be a little bit of a pain to start. Well, let's see what fuel injection's like now. We've just filled her up with fuel. We haven't pulled anything, haven't primed anything. So the obviously thing to do is to prime, because that's what they recommend. So prime that through and give her a pull. Well, I don't even argue with that, can we? Because there's one big difference with fuel injection, eh? Here we are. I love this saw. I really like this saw. It's very nice. I want to keep it. What a beauty. Now, the first bit of beech we cut was came down earlier in the spring, so that's only about 6-8 months old. This has been down for a couple of years, so you can sell that. It's a bit dusty on the outside, bit of limonade in the middle, but that saw, I think, is going to be a new logger's favourite without a doubt. Now in a future video we are going to be doing some felling with it as well to answer those questions, but I think we better go back now and answer the questions that you've all been asking. So let's go and do that. I'm still grinning from ear to ear. What an absolute pleasure it is to run that saw. Now, Husqvarna state that this saw feels like using a 50cc on the chassis of a 60cc with the optimal power of a 70cc saw. I would 100% agree. The saw outperforms any 60cc saw that I have ever used. Now, I would put that up to close to their 572. I would say it's nearly there, not quite. So it confirms their statement there. It is on the chassis of a 60cc, granted, very, very similar to the 560 and 562. Obviously, they are the same saws. The only thing difference is the size of the oil tank and the bar mount. And then it has the feel of a 550. Without a shadow of a doubt. The nimbleness of it, the ease of use, the weight, the balance, it is all there. I am super, super impressed. Anyway, you've been asking us some questions. Now, in the previous video, Josh stripped this saw down. Now, he took the exhaust off and you could see into the cylinder and piston. Now, on that piston, you could see some what looked like scoring of the piston. Now, a load of people commented saying, oh, the piston's already scored, brand new saw, oh my God, the world is going to end. Don't worry, all that was residue from the assembly lube that they use when they make these saws. There was no scoring. Right, next question was how much does it weigh when it's got the full cutting equipment on and it's full of petrol and oil? Well, we worked out to be on the XP 7.8 kilograms and XPG 7.9 kilograms. So that is with the bar and chain, fuel and oil. And several people also asked, where does it sit in the Husqvarna lineup, you know, size-wise? So 560 and 562, as I said, they're identical saws, only difference is oil tank and bar mount. That comes in at 59.8cc. The 572 comes in at 70.6cc, but this, the 564 XP Fuel Injection, comes in at 62.4. So it sits in there quite nicely in the middle of those two. Now, the 560 and 562 come in at 3.5 kilowatt. The 572 comes in at 4.3 kilowatt, and this comes in at 4 kilowatts. So I think it sits really nicely. A lot of people have said, you know, why didn't they bring in a competitor above the 572 to compete with the, say, 500i, which comes out of 79cc? Well, there's a fuel injection saw on the market for that already. And I've heard it again and again and again from 500i users is that they would have liked a smaller fuel injection. So when they brought out the 400.1, a lot of people were expecting that to be fuel injected. So I think Husqvarna have made the right decision in making a fuel injection saw of this size. So the elephant in the room, how does it compare against the 500i? It probably doesn't, because that is 79cc and this is 62. Two completely different class saws. Will we put them up against each other in a future video? Bloody hell, yes we will. Oh yes we will. But I think from a Husqvarna perspective, right, if you've got this and you've also got a 592, I don't think you're going to want any other chainsaw. They both, in the class and size that they are, will do everything you want them to do. Anyway, we're Machinery Nation. We bring you videos every single week about tools and machinery. There's loads more coming on this saw, and we'll probably even put it up against that one as well. So we'll see you soon. Cheerio.